Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I am Bethany.
And I am Ken.
And we are just a deadly duo in love that loves reacting to some death battles.
Oh, we definitely do.
And this will be an interesting one, a little bit of a Marvel versus DC, which is always a fun little battle to have.
Flash versus Quicksilver is the death battle for today. And if you want all our death battle reactions, check out the description of this video. We got playlists there for you. And Bethany's going to explain how we do death battle on this channel real quick.
So first, and most importantly, money is what makes the world go round, and we've got money. So we'll start off by watching the first half of the video where they talk about the characters, their special skills, armor, superpowers, and then we will place bets on who we think the winner is going to be. Then we watch the second half of the video to find out which one of us is right and which one of us is wrong.
Or we both could be right, because you can bet on the same person, but just like, you know, we can bet the same amount, we can bet different amounts. Right now, we start with $250. Bethany is up to $285. And I took a hit. I took a big hit last time. I'm down to $235 now. Whew. I bet big last time. At least the biggest we bet so far on anything.
You did.
And it did not go so well for me.
If it had, the payoff would have been great.
Yeah,
like
I would have been tied.
Up.
I would have been tied if it had gone my way. It did not go my way. So I got some catching up to. We'll see if I'm as brazen this time. If I get more desperate, or if I try to, you know, be more conservative.
A long, long time ago, mankind began to walk.
And then we ran. And ever since that moment, we've been pushing speed to its very limits. Or in this case, past the point of absurdity.
The Flash, DC Comics Scarlet Speedster.
And Quicksilver, Marvel's fast-talking Avenger.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Are they gonna go based off the movie or based off?
From Wonder Woman to Superman, there is no shortage of DC heroes capable of achieving superhuman feats. But only one is truly synonymous with speed itself.
The Flash. Ah!
But before he became The Flash, he was only known as Barry Allen.
Like many superheroes, Barry's lacking in the whole living parent department.
Afraid of roller coasters?
After returning home, he discovered
his
his
own
mother
museum.
had been murdered, and his father had been wrongly convicted of the crime.
Knowing
God.
Dad was innocent, Barry vowed to clear him of the crime and became a forensic scientist for the Central City Police. But dear old man died before Barry could set him free.
Racked with grief, this only strengthened Barry's resolve to find his mother's real killer.
And on one fateful night when he was doing some sciencey stuff, he got struck by lightning and then fell into some chemicals.
Now, normally, this would be incredibly fatal, but since this is comic books, Alan was imbued with the power to move his body at incredible speeds and became the Flash.
Ah! You're probably thinking, okay, cool, he's like fast enough to run across water now, but there's a whole slew of other benefits that come with his new power. Like accelerated healing, enhanced strength, the ability to absorb kinetic energy from others, a brain that works faster than a supercomputer, and the ability to throw lightning.
To do
Sweet.
any of this, Flash draws his power from the Speed Force, an extra-dimensional energy source which, when synced with the living being's bioelectric field, amplifies and distorts their perception and placement in individual time versus time outside their own field.
What?
In layman's terms, it's kind of like the Force in Star Wars, but instead of Jedi tapping into its power, it's comic book speedsters.
I see.
Think of it
I'm
as
a
its
boomstick
own
on this.
dimension that the Flash can use as a power source and also enter on his own whim. Plus, it's pretty handy for getting the Flash out of jams when an author writes him into a corner.
Sure. Also, while other speedsters like Max Mercury and Wally West use the Speed Force, Barry is actually the one who generates it. And boy, can he do some ridiculous stuff.
When push comes to shove, he can easily break the speed of light, over 670 million miles per hour.
He once rescued everyone from a collapsing apartment building, then used the public library to learn everything he needed to rebuild the whole place. And then he did it, all before the cops showed up. Oh, and He can run on clouds.
Apparently,
Sweet.
he does this by vibrating his feet in such a way that the ice crystals within the clouds are collected underneath him to provide footholds, which is an affront to science.
Speed Force whiz.
Anyway, his brain is fast enough to perceive events in less than an attisecond. He once called the Justice League supercomputer slow, which, by the way, process at 100,000 trillion calculations a second.
The Speed Force also absorbs damage like a shield, because at this point, what can it do? Make waffles? Probably. He was once blown up by enough grenades to send him flying into a tree, breaking it in half.
To snap a tree like that requires at least 70,000 pounds of force.
Ouch! But he was up and running around in no time thanks to Speed Force healing.
Right, like the time he got stabbed through the leg,
Ooh.
but minutes later stood up and ran fast enough to outrace a nuclear blast and break the time barrier. Yes, I said time barrier.
Did you ever hear the phrase New 52? Like where DC rebooted its whole universe and everyone's backstories? Yeah, Flash did that. All of it. Batman's dad told him to.
You'd think time travel would be an awesome skill to have, but not really in Flash's case. While well-intentioned, his hot-headed time-hopping adventures usually end up making things worse.
Like when he tried to save his mom's life and ended up ruining the entire universe instead.
Oh,
Break the sound barrier and there's a sonic boom. You broke the time barrier, Flash. Time boom. Ripples of distortion radiated out through that point of impact, shifting everything just a tiny bit, but enough.
Also, it is possible for others to disrupt Flash's connection to the Speed Force, making him lose his abilities.
But with fast healing, time travel, extra-dimensional power, he's done a lot for a guy who can run really fast. An amazing man once said, "To achieve great things, one must sacrifice stability and push one's limit past sanity."
That's such a
And
good
few
scene.
people embody those words better than Quicksilver.
Wait, who said that quote?
I did last week when I got my sweet new dune buggy and jumped that lake.
No, you just said, "Hold right here," and drove it straight into the water.
Well, come on, stay on topic. Quicksilver goes fast.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess your fake quote kind of applies because Quicksilver's life has been anything but stable. I mean, his origin story is absolutely insanely convoluted. I
Yeah.
guess that's what happens when competing movie studios both inadvertently own the rights to the same character.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it. Basically, Quicksilver and his twin sister, the Scarlet Witch, were born Pietro and Wanda to a pair of gypsies named Django and Maria Maximoff. But as babies, they were kidnapped by a guy they call the High Evolutionary. He experimented on the two children and then returned them to their parents. Only now they had super cool powers. But Pietro and Wanda were later tricked into believing that they were the mutant children of Magneto, abandoned by their mother and handed off to gypsies by a cow lady midwife.
What the hell?
You know, it doesn't even matter. They're the kids of gypsies and they have super cool powers.
Well, with all the instability in his personal life, it's no wonder Pietro Maximoff has been known to bounce from alliance to alliance. Like when Magneto saved him from an angry mob, he joined the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, where Magneto gave him his sleek costume and his new name, Quicksilver.
But when Magneto got his ass kicked, Quicksilver joined the Avengers. Because what's loyalty when you can't even keep track of who your dad is? I wish I at least knew where my dad was, though.
Probably as far away as possible. Well, one benefit in all this hopping back and forth across the line in the sand is that Quicksilver's had training and experience from both sides of the spectrum, from the likes of Captain America to Mastermind.
But really, when you're fast enough to disappear in the blink of an eye, who wouldn't want you on their team? After all, Quicksilver is all about speed. He can heal fast, think fast, learn fast, and of course run around really freaking fast.
He can run around an opponent so fast he forms a tornado, sucking away the oxygen and suffocating them.
He can easily run on water and maintain speeds of more than 700 miles per hour for extremely long periods of time. And if things are looking serious, he can crank it up even further and become fast enough to outrun a radio wave.
Radio waves are a kind of electromagnetic radiation, and thus travel the same speed as light, meaning Quicksilver can run well over 670 million miles per hour.
Much Much like Wiz seeing himself in the mirror every morning, Quicksilver has survived some pretty terrifying things.
Yeah, hey. He has taken a hit from some of Marvel's strongest heroes, including Hercules, the god of strength himself.
He doesn't even flinch at the destructive shockwaves made by his own speed. And one time, he ran up a mountain so fast, he accidentally launched himself into an airplane and fell 39,000 feet down into the ocean. And survived! Man, that's crazy to think about.
Speaking of thinking, his brain can process and retain information so quickly that he memorized Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata by ear and could play it himself in just about a minute. A feat which takes an average person years to perfect.
Despite having a taste for calming and refined music, he's incredibly impatient and has been known to lash out in anger and annoyance.
Why does that sound familiar?
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you!
I rest my case. Quicksilver also has a tendency to run headfirst into danger without thinking things through.
Rest your case? I'll rest your case!
All right, just don't trip on that.
I hurt my balls! Just finish the rundown!
Well, despite his brashness, Quicksilver is a tragedy-hardened speed freak who I wouldn't cross for even a second.
Oh, I get it. You're supposed to stop me. Go ahead, try. Next time, try a little harder.
You put 10.
$10? Okay, who are you putting 10 on?
The Flash.
10 on the Flash. I'm putting 20 on the Flash.
Ooh, we are in agreement.
We are in agreement. Last time we were in agreement, we won. So why do you think the Flash?
It was one factor that really stuck out to me, which is the Flash can think at the speed of an attosecond.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know was a thing until watching this. To me, that speaks to quick thinking at the very least, and probably some pretty significant intelligence. And Quicksilver rushes headfirst into battle without thinking. So I was like, with so many skills that they both have that are similar, thinking versus not thinking is probably going to be a difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like, okay, well, it comes down to who's faster, basically, right? And so the Flash is so fast that he can go back in time. And I'm not sure, like, they didn't talk about if Quicksilver could do that or not. And so that's why I thought the Flash would have the advantage there. And the Flash's accomplishments just seemed better and like more impressive. I did learn more though about Quicksilver in this one, because like maybe I did know at some point and I completely forgot about it, but like I always thought that like he was a mutant. I didn't realize he was lied to about it from Magneto. And yeah, so I didn't know. That's why when they first started, I was like, okay, are they going by the Marvel one or are they going by the comic book? So it was nice to learn about that. And they had where Quicksilver battles Spider-Man. I had that comic book. It's awesome. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like graphics from the arcade.
Yeah.
Please take calm, miss. I'm coming up there.
Is that Dorothy? Like ruby slippers?
Who saved her? Quicksilver or Flash? Flash.
Or did she die because they crash into each other trying to save her?
I got her. Wait, who the hell are you? You trying to steal my spotlight?
Oh, they fight before she hits the ground.
Under a rock? I'm the Flash, all-star hero, fastest man alive.
Fastest? Bullshit, that's me. Let's race to Japan.
Well, what the heck? I got time.
Okay, on the count of 3. 3.
Hey, cheap trick, pal.
I got another one for you.
Oh.
So that's how we're gonna do this, huh?
Sweet.
like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh.
Catch you later.
Ooh.
What a loser.
Hey, man! Did you miss me?
Too slow.
Suck the oxygen out.
Come on, Flash.
I know. You can run on I'm not tornado.
I will say Quicksilver is a lot more of a dick.
Who's that floating?
How's it feel to lose, chump?
Let's turn this around.
Ooh. He's gonna reverse it?
Sweet.
What?
Oh, crap.
Oh, he's making it with his arms.
Ooh.
Poor birds.
All right, Flash, so you're fast. But I'm stronger and smarter.
Prove it, tough guy. Okay, this is getting dumb.
Flash? The hell? What's going on?
Are you in his dimension?
You're in the Speed Force. My Speed Force. I'm sure you feel it. The raw energy coursing all around you. This is the source of my power. And here, I am king!
Oh, damn. Oh!
Ew. Well, at least you beat me here. Huh.
I go back and save the girl.
KO! Flash fact: sharp things hurt.
As fast as Quicksilver is, the
I
Flash
dropped down
is
Magneto
just
in there.
much faster.
Quicksilver clearing the speed of light is great and all, but the Flash has gone 10 times that.
Which would
Damn.
put him at more than 6 billion miles per hour.
Plus, Barry can pull other people into the Speed Force and fight them there, giving him a home field advantage.
In addition, the Flash's brain can process events in less than an attisecond. And in case you're wondering, 12 attiseconds is the shortest period of time humanity has ever been able to measure. This means that
Wow.
while Quicksilver's Beethoven feat proved he can think over 500,000 times faster than an ordinary person, the Flash can think many trillion times faster.
Trillion.
He had plenty of time to predict every perceivable action Quicksilver may have taken.
Quicksilver had the upper hand in formal combat training, but when you're fighting someone who can move, think, and act way faster than you, there's not really much you can do.
Yeah.
You could say this battle was over in a flash.
The winner is the Flash.
I liked the creativity in that one, how they did that battle. Really, you know, like the map, how they were going all over, and the fact that they were able to fight before the girl hit the ground. I like that element too.
I also like, 'cause I mean, I kind of said like, wow, Quicksilver is a bit more of a dick in this, but I kind of like how when they did the recap, it kind of justifies it because Quicksilver, his advantage is in hand-to-hand combat, whereas the Flash is thinking a few trillion steps ahead of Quicksilver.
Jeez, yeah.
And can outrun him without effort. So the Flash doesn't need to be dickish because he knows that like there is no competition here.
Yeah, and like I know why they set this one up, just because of the two, like, you know, speedsters from the different Marvel and DC. It's always fun to pit Marvel and DC, like we said in the beginning.
Yep.
But really, it just seemed like Quicksilver was outmatched, and I was gonna like be really surprised if Quicksilver won. I'm like, how the hell is he gonna win this one? I mean, I've been surprised before in the past, and like last week when I thought for sure Rio was gonna win. But yeah, so now we both bet correctly. Bethany won. She bet $10, so now she's at $2.95. Almost broke the 300 barrier, and I am back in the plus. So I got $2.55. She's still far ahead of me though. So there's some more Flash death battles we gotta check out. I think there's other ones, Flash versus Sonic. So I heard that these are kind of like they all tie in together a little bit more. So that one I think might be a little bit better of a matchup, because I remember Sonic and Mario was quite a battle. Mm-hmm. So I'll be looking forward to that one. If you want all of our death battle reactions, go ahead and check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Death Battle Flash versus Quicksilver, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.